is going on, everybody? Luke here. In today's short video, I'm going to be going over quickly ways that you can, for free, look for products that you can add to your Q4 inventory that you may have overlooked, you may have forgotten about, just so you are prepared in the month of September for Q4. Now, just quickly, I'm not sure personally how the supply chain will be for stock for the Christmas period. So what I'm doing, and that I normally do most years, is I find and prepare in September. I buy in September, not really worried too much about how long it takes to get there. Let's say it's wholesale. Maybe it takes a bit longer, but I'm getting ready to purchase, my carts are built up on my sort of wholesaler account, and I'm getting ready to purchase stuff, or I've already purchased stuff. And in the case now, it's the 7th of September 2021. I purchased a good handful of Q4 specific products, advent calendars, Christmas puddings, that kind of thing. Probably other things as well, but more specific. I was obviously going for more specific Q4 related stuff. And it's really good to skim through, or what do they call it? Scrape through? Whatever they call it, your data to find products that you may have forgotten about, or you may have overlooked because maybe it was a crappy listing at one point, or you sold it and nothing happened, didn't really do what you wanted to do, but it might be a good product now. And it's always good, you'd be surprised at how many products were terrible at one point and now they're great again. Found that quite a lot now as well. Like this year, so many products have been tanked because of the restock limits and various other things. That is fair enough. I understand why. That I understand the picture behind why things have happened. And now I found so many products are now back to where they were last year, or something, or the year before, or wherever it is. And so I'm now going over and just scraping through the data to find the products to add, which are free to find, and I'm familiar with them. I've sold them before, and that's why I'm talking about voice of the customer. As you can clearly see, I am on the voice of the customer. Of course, I'm going to hide some stuff. Let's move my little head. What you want to do is you want to look at these sections here. Now, I've sold, this is not complete data. I've looked into it a little bit. It's not forever data because there's not stuff from like 4 years ago, but it's pretty good in terms of, I think it's about a year. I think some stuff is about a year in terms of the last offer close, or the last updated. So you have to look yourself. There's probably products you sold years ago that don't show up on this, but it's a good place to start because you want to cover everything. You want to cover your after sales analytical data, whether it be SellerBoard, whether it be Seller Toolkit, whatever you're using, whether it be Sumfully. I'm looking through your old stuff and basically just getting prepared and looking at the data and going, okay, is it good to sell, or will it be good to sell? Is there profit in it now? Maybe there'll be profit in it later. And maybe the listings at the moment are currently unavailable, so they won't show up on like deal sheets if you're using something like that, because they're unavailable at the moment. And you can get in there first. You can get your foot in the door early with some light stock, just to sort of build some traction, not only on the listing to get the ranking prepared for the later periods to get it ranking again because it's unavailable, but you can start making higher profits because you've already probably sold it before. And it's like, and then when you start getting the sales to roll in, you look at your daily sales, and if they did 5 yesterday, well, let's say it's going to do 5 a day. Or if it did 5 today and 6 tomorrow and 7 the day after and 8, you get my drift. It's sort of like as we creep in towards Q4, obviously that should keep going up and up and up. Competition will come in, prices will go down, that kind of thing. But you want to start kind of getting your foot in the door and building up not only like some sales, some profits, early profits, get them in, and build up some sales history, sales data, so that you can actually act on the actual sales data rather than the predicted, which could be Keeper or something. And you also want to be aware of all the products that you can sell. Of course, add new products to your inventory all the time over Q4 and stuff, over September, because there's always new things you can find. But this is just a great way for me to cover everything, because there could be a product that's amazing and you just completely forget about it. Then you're like, oh my god, I could have made £1,000 in 2 weeks if I had just been aware of the product and I know where to buy it from because I bought it before. So what I normally do is I basically go through all of these. So I normally click on excellent to start. Just as an example, yes, you won't see all the products, but you can go advent calendars, yeah? And it won't obviously bring up everything because it's keywords related. So you have to obviously either type in the ace in here or a keyword relating to advent or calendar or Christmas, or chocolate or box. You have to kind of play around with it. But just as an example, you can kind of see here, it's come up with 5 advent calendars. And where it says total orders here, this isn't actually accurate because I was looking into the product and I sold far more, but because the data isn't forever, it's just not captured every single product. I don't actually use this, but you could use this as a gauge. Like I can see this is 101, this is 99. I can go, okay, well I sold 101 last year, I sold 99. But actually what I would then do is I would jump in, look at my actual sales. You could either go to the orders tab in Amazon and just type in the ace in and go for like history or lifetime or something, or 365 days, and actually look yourself and it will come up with a number of sales. And then what I would do is I would just go to like a SellerBoard or Seller Toolkit, and I would then look at the actual sales that I got. I would look at the average sale price. I would then reflect on it now. Is it even available? And I would start going on to the other retailers where I pretty much know it's from. Maybe there's new places that I'm buying from, and kind of compare prices, look to see if they're there, and then keep a firm eye on a daily basis of the websites that I know will have, that are starting to add stock. Like there's a couple, my wholesaler has a couple of advent calendars, not many, but I know that they add more. Same with the Christmas space stuff. But I'm adding, certain products that are not, they're Q4 related, but they sell great now, or I know they sell great now because last year's data is showing me that from September, it sells decent, and then it sells even better as we push into October. And by the time you get the delivery and get it in, it's probably going to be like mid to end of September anyway. Definitely with some delays that I have noticed with some wholesalers. So it's more about getting that knowledge into either yourself, the virtual assistant, whoever or whatever you're doing. That's what you want to be doing. And then lightly adding to your inventory or going deep if that is something you want to do. Because for me, I'm starting to go deep in selective lines just because I know that the demand is so great over the period. I'm not going to be able to buy enough. It'll go out of stock most probably. Some of these advent calendars will go out of stock because a lot of people will be buying them. So I want to be stocking up on them now. Short term, my IPI might go down for 1 month, and I see it as an insurance premium in terms of stock limit, what they call it, storage fees. There we go. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Storage fees. But then the profit from those extra 200 or 300 units that I've got stored will far offset any insurance premium I'm paying for the storage fees. And that's what I'm going to be doing. And it's a great way just to find products that you completely forgot about, as well as going through other aspects of your previous data and then adding on top of that new product leads. And that is the video today. 8 minutes long, too long for a short really, but I got it all out. Anyway, hopefully you can use that and help that impact your business over the Q4 period coming up, and smash it, and see you on the next one, guys. Bye.